Hey there kind people, it's me Yunbin. Welcome to my first weekly K-drama review, where I'll be reviewing Love Next Door. Not sure how many people will watch it, but not getting views is better than getting brainless hit. Actually that was a lie. But I really like doing K-drama reviews. That reminds me, in my overall K-drama reviews, I used to break things down into different parts, which I can do with weekly reviews since I haven't seen the whole drama. I mean, no one has. However, I will try to share what I was feeling while watching the show. That being said, let's start with something you might be familiar with. Why I watched the show. Since it just came out, there wasn't any possibility of me seeing an interesting clip on internet and then deciding to watch it. Well, since I couldn't do weekly reviews of Serendipity's Embrace, I was looking for something else. And two interesting names came up, Family by Choice and Love Next Door. Family by Choice was my main plan, but where can I watch it? If you know, please let me know. Or is it actually postponed? Who knows? That brings me to Love Next Door. Also, there was a girl who was super excited to watch the show just because it had love in the title. I mean, it happens when you don't have love in your own life. The actors they hired could also be a reason to watch. I mean, just look at the cast. Jang Hae-in. You might seen him in Snowdrop, Replay 1988 or some other legendary K-dramas. Although here I didn't recognize him at first, how can these two be the same person? I mean, I'm bad with faces so it makes sense. Then there is Jung So-min. She is a popular actress. Although it is the first time I'm watching any of her K-dramas, but a lot of them are on mine and my friend Lucy's watchlist. God knows when they will come out of the watchlist and we will actually watch them. And look, Yoon Ji-yeon, also known as Jung-ho from Serendipity's Embrace. Well, I hated his character in the last show, but here so far he is my favorite character. It seems like he is the purest guy here. Also there is Yoo Sung-yeop from Ant Flying. He was also in Lovely Runner, Nevertheless, Cheating Star and so on. Then there is Jung Sok-ho who was in Strongdal Bong-sung and Lee Seung-jeon who was in Strongdal Namso. Lastly there is Jang Yeon-nam who was just want to play interesting mother roles. I think she will be the speedbreaker of their love story, and because of her we will get 16 episodes. Anyway, moving on to the main portion of this video, which is episode discussion. The first episode starts with 4 Azuma type characters and 2 of them were bragging about their child. That's how we get introduced to the 2 main characters, Jae Sung-hyo and Bae Sung-yo. Sung-hyo is an architect who gets lots of awards for his work. Sung-hyo works in some global company full of geniuses and was about to get married to some random guy, but she broke it off. The first 2 episodes mainly focus on that angle. In the first episode it was about Sung-hyo calling off the marriage, and in the second episode we saw the effect it had on people surrounding her. They gave us a brief introduction to all the main characters in the first episode. Since this universe is new to us, they gave us some flashback sequence to understand the chemistry between the characters, which was essential. This way we will feel more connected with their journey. It's just 2 episodes and I can already feel the strong chemistry Sung-hyo and Sung-yoo have. Their chemistry felt more like brother and sister to me. When Sung-yoo was describing their relationship to Nayeon, I was thinking they're like brother and sister, and now they're going to be romantically involved. This is messed up, but of course every story has 2 sides and Sung-hyo's side makes more sense. The chemistry between Sung-hyo and her mother was a bit confusing. At first it felt like she mostly cares about her reputation to others. Well, typical Asian mom. I also have one at my home. And why did she keep those cosmetics intact and not use them? Is it because she thinks that since it was a gift from her daughter, she should keep them as a token? Or does she not want to use things that were bought with Sung-hyo's money? Well, what we saw later in the episode doesn't line up with the second one, so it must be the first one. And tell me, how did Sung-hyo redecorated that room within such a short time? That doesn't make sense. Well, in love nothing makes sense, and it is literally called Love Next Door. Wait, that reminds me, at the end of episode 2 they were being a little lovey-dovey while seeing each other through the window. In that case, shouldn't this be called Love Next Window? I don't know, that would have been cool. Anyway, let's talk about 2 of my favorite characters, Jang Mo and Kang Da-no, who got so much screen time just like Chris Evans' Johnny Storm in Deadpool and Wolverine. Well, there are still 14 episodes left, so they have a lot of time to cover their story. They just tease them for the future episodes. These 2 episodes mostly revolve around Sung-hyo. We didn't get to know much about Sung-hyo, although they tease something about his company, and I'm sure Sung-hyo will be the one who would help him to get out of that mess. But no doubt the chemistry between Sung-hyo and Sung-hyo's mom is on another level. We saw in the past times that Sung-hyo and Sung-hyo used to hang out a lot at Sung-hyo's house. That explains their chemistry, and it seems like Sung-hyo's mom likes him, but what it seems like doesn't necessarily have to be true. Well, we'll see that soon. Now let's talk about my favorite part of a K-drama, which is OST. It has only one for now, which is Any Day With You by Music. I don't know him though, but I really like his voice. This song reminds me of Zero Base One's Tere for some reason. Some people are saying they played a song by Zero Base One or Boy Next Door. Actually, I want Boy Next Door to sing a OST for this show. I mean, Boy Next Door is singing a song for Love Next Door. Doesn't that sound cool? Anyway, Any Day With You is a fun song. I really love the instrumental. Anyway, I guess that's all for today. I'm loving this show. It is entertaining. The comedy is situational. It doesn't feel like too cheesy or forced. I really love the writing so far. The pacing is perfect. It doesn't feel like they are rushing anything, nor does it feel like they are stretching, which is one of the best part of it. I hope if you guys had doubt about whether you should watch it, now you have your answer. Just start watching. Also subscribe and join this journey of love with me. If not, there is still K-pop, you know. Well, I will see you guys there then. Until then, have an awesome life.